Hey cousins, welcome back again to a whole nother video. I'm your favorite internet cousin Tabby, and today we are going to get into part two of what I wish I knew before starting my business. Now I did a what I wish I knew before starting my body butter business, and I was very specific to my brand and what I do, which is a all natural handcrafted skincare line, baby. All things luxury, all things natural, all things popping. And I want to talk about what I wish I knew before I started my business, period. Okay, so part one, I had my 5 things. I'm got 5 more with this one because I did not want the video to be too incredibly long. So we are just going to jump right into it. If you have not watched part 1, I advise you to pause this video, go to part 1, watch part 1, and then circle back and come see your girl. Circle back and come and see your girl, okay? Because I'm up at 2:49 in the morning with a newborn baby giving y'all this tea, okay? And yeah, do that. And before we get started, go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment on things you wish you knew. If anything kind of resonates with you, like, just let me know in the comments. Let me know what's up. Okay, so let's get into it. Number 6, right? Self-development is integral. I would say imperative, crucial, paramount, all of the synonyms. You need it. Okay, self-development for me has taken me from being someone who lacked discipline, who lacked consistency, who lacked accountability. And because I was working on developing myself, it really helped me to see myself in a space so that way I can become a bigger person in my entrepreneurial journey, that I can handle more, that I can be more organized, that I can be this person who can do the activities associated with what I want to have, right? And so what that looks like is reading books, listening to podcasts, getting in community with people who have the same like-mindedness as you, or people who want to grow as well. And it's important to do that because other people see you. You know what I mean? And it's important to have those sorts of conversations with people so that way we aren't distracted, because you're on one accord. You're on the same page. You know what I mean? Also, being reflective. You know, taking some time to think about what your day was like, how you were able to accomplish your goals, if you were able to accomplish your goals, and what you can do better next time. That all adds in to self-development. And it takes time, because you're learning something new, you're reconditioning yourself. But that has been one of the most fulfilling aspects of my entrepreneurial journey, is learning who I am, really seeing myself in the space that I'm in, and then recognizing that who I want to be requires Tabitha to be a different type of girl. And how can I get to that? Like, who do I need to talk to? What application do I need to put in? You know, but I've been putting in the work with reading books and listening to podcasts for sure, and having conversations with people who also want to grow and develop and become giants in their space. And it feels really, really good to know that there are other people who are trying to do the same thing, and to have other people like that you can call, that you can rely on. You know, that community is so important. I recommend that for any and everybody. Just imagine you pick up the phone and you got that one friend that all they do is complain, that all they do is worry, that all they do is have negative like thoughts and negative actions, and they try to talk you out of being better and talk you up out of your blessings. Imagine having a friend that you can call and say, oh, what did you accomplish today? What did you learn this week? I have this issue with my business. What do you think about this thing? Oh, I read this book. How do you feel about this? This resonated with me. Let's go sit down and have coffee together. Let's go sit down and have lunch together. Let's talk about this. It's a different type of vibe, and you walk away feeling far more empowered. So those are my recommendations for that. But you have to get yourself together, develop yourself, girl. Gather yourself, girl. If you gotta snatch your own edges up, do that, because it's going to be better for you in the long run, like way better. The 7th thing I wish I knew is to stop stopping. So you'll get further if you just keep going, even if the steps are itty bitty baby steps. You'll get further if you just keep going. So imagine you're in a race, right? And in this race, you have a set allotted amount of time for you to get to the finish line. Imagine every single time you decided that you were going to stop because you either got discouraged, or you got lazy, or you just didn't feel like it anymore, and you went back to the starting line. when are you going to finish the race? So imagine, even if, let's not stopping, maybe take a step, walk. You'll get closer to that finish line, honey. That's the way I think about it. Having too many false starts also kind of plays into it. It's important to be very intentional about how you move and shake. But stopping all the time is not going to help in any way, shape, or form. Even if it is a baby step, it is still progress and it still counts. Don't get to a space where you get so discouraged about something that doesn't work because you've been trying it for 3 months, or doesn't work because you've been trying it for a year, and then you just up and decide to stop. You will get further. You're further along than where you were when you started. So I encourage and I implore you that wherever you are in your process, to keep going and to keep pushing. That's it. At the very least, you learned. And that's what's important. You can walk away with additional knowledge. You can walk away with added value. You can walk away with so much more if you just don't stop. Don't stop. You can do it. And this is coming from someone who lost a lot. My father passed away right when I was starting my business. I just got married. I've had multiple babies. And it really, all of those transitions play a part. Just imagine every single time I just decided to up and stop. It doesn't make any sense. And I would be doing myself a disservice if there's something that I'm passionate about and I give so much to other people that, you know, when things happen to me, I stop doing for me. That doesn't work. If you're in that same spot, if life is lifing, don't let it stop you. And that goes to my number 8. That's crazy. Life will life. Work while you're going through it. Do it scared. Do it ugly. Do it confused. Do it frustrated. Just don't stop. Life is always going to happen. And as you grow and transition, especially if you're younger, like if you're a teenager in your 20s and stuff like that, life is going to happen regardless. And the world don't stop. That's the truth of the matter. It does not stop. You might want it to, but it ain't going to. You know what I mean? It's important that we understand that as we transition in life and as life happens to us and for us, that we are trading out one set of problems for another set of problems. And sometimes the problems are a lot easier and a lot more manageable, but that's just the truth of the matter. And it is important to take stock in what's going on around you and be real with yourself. Yes, it's happening. But what are you going to do about it? What's your call to action? How are you going to stand 10 toes down in your current to figure out what happens in your next? You know what I mean? Like for me, I done traded out one problem for another. Now I have a newborn baby. Now I'm up at 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm exhausted. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get up. I'm going to work. I'm going to record a video so that way I can add value and talk to my good cousins on YouTube, because it's important for me to flesh all of this stuff out. I'm going to talk to y'all because we cousins. Number 9, consistency and preparation are indicators for what you're believing for. Now, as far as I'm concerned, you prepare for certain battles a certain type of way. Like for me in my head, I am already a multi-millionaire. My skincare line is in Ulta, Walmart, CVS, Target, all the things. My name's Tabitha. I done already met Tabitha Brown. We actually good friends. She put me on to some vegan recipes and everything like that. And that's where my life is, in my head. And an indicator of the fact that I believe that is how I prepare for it. An indicator, my consistency and me preparing for the lessons that are coming my way are an indicator of how big I think it's going to be. For instance, let's just say if you do pop-ups and stuff like that, which I highly recommend that you do. And if you do pop-up shops, I have a pop-up shop ebook on my website right now that y'all need to go and scoop up. That's it. But if you are preparing for a pop-up shop, right, if you think you want to sell out and make a bunch of money, don't you think that you'll sit and create a bunch of products and make sure that you have your inventory up and make sure you have the best display and the best booth there? Don't you think that if you believe that you're going to be a multi-millionaire, that you're preparing and you're prepping and being consistent with the infrastructure of your business and how that looks on the back end and how you present yourself to people and how you grow and make connections with people and relationships with people? So if you think big is coming, you need to be big. Period. And it's all based off of all of those indicators that I was talking to you about, how you prepare, how consistent you are. And when the opportunity shows itself, you ain't got to get ready because you're already ready. That's how I look at it. So number 10, get around people who see you as a giant. Hold on, I mean, who you are in community with will make or break you. That's the simplest I'm going to put it. Who you are in community with and whoever has access to you has your ear, and a lot of the time has your heart. And so if you are around people who see themselves as small, that means the world around them fits them. And if you don't fit into that small little life of theirs, you need to hightail it somewhere else. And it's not to say that you don't love this person. It's not to say that you don't have respect for this person or that they don't add value, because they probably do. It's just for what it is that you're looking for. You need to move that relationship around a little bit and start getting around people who are also giants and see the world as such, and that includes you. What's going to happen is that they're going to be able to speak to something in you and speak over you, and to be the type of person that'll help push and clap for you, because that's exactly how they see the world too. They believe in you the way you believe in you. And that whenever you start acting contrary to how they see you, a giant, they're going to pull you up on that and say, you know what, no, you're bigger than this, you're better than this, what's going on? Those are the type of people that you need. And out of everything that I said, outside of self-development, that's the one. Because a win for you is going to sound like you're bragging to someone who looks at life like this. If you are a giant, be amongst giants. Now that is something that I learned the hard way, and it crushed me. But it's important, and I'm glad I learned it when I did, because the bigger I get, the better I get, the more I need people around me who can see that and can speak to that and to help me and to edify me, because iron sharpens iron. Period. Now, I know I gave whole auntie vibes, but baby, that's why I saved it for the last. That's why I saved it for the last one. So if this video helped you, please go ahead and like the video. Comment down below if anything resonated with you. If you want to add anything, please do. I chit chat and I answer every single comment. I do. Period. That's where this video came from. This video came from someone in the comments who asked me, and so I made it. And also make sure you hit the bell notification so that way you don't miss an upload at all. When your cousin uploads, we're here, we locked in, ain't no switching up. Okay? And I will see you guys in the next video.